Hey, what's going on, you guys? I am actually going to make some chicken today. I'm actually competing in my very first cook-off of the year next week, and I'm going to do a little trial run on some chicken. And this is the same chicken I'm going to be cooking at the cook-off, which is, see this, the whole half of a chicken. So it has to be turned in intact, can't separate it. So I'm gonna do a little trial run, try a couple of things out, and I'm not gonna film it all because what I do today is what I'm gonna do next week. But I figured I'd bring you guys along and let's see how it turns out. So stick around. First thing I'm gonna do is trim it up some. I can't cut it apart. I have to turn it in whole. However, I can trim off some of this fat, some of this extra skin that's hanging loose. Although I'm not going to take off too much. I don't like the way this looks. It's a big old fat pocket right here. Interesting. Ugh. Get rid of that crap. And that's a little bit here. I think that's about it. Not a whole lot of trim. Next, I'm going to spray it down. I'm just using some non-stick spray. It'll help crisp up the skin a little bit, but mainly I'm doing it to help the rub have something to stick to. So let me get this rubbed down. And that should about do it. Now let me hit the top real quick. Alright, that's that. And next I'm gonna inject it. I'm not gonna say with what, but I am injecting. Take that. So there's your chicken. Rub down, inject it. Put it in a pan. Put it to the side. And start on the next one. Now they got them rubbed down. Inject it. And now I'm just going to take some parquet butter and spread it all over the chicken. This will help not only add flavor, but moisture. I actually did this last week as well, and I tell you what, man, that breast meat, that white meat was so moist, it was unbelievable. That should do it. I'm using the Weber Smoky Mountain today, WSM. So that should be up to temp by now. And I'm probably going to throw in some hickory wood for this cook. So that's what we got. 2 whole halves. I did use 2 different rubs. Same injection, 2 different rubs. I want to see which one I like better. So I'm gonna get these on the smoker, and we'll let them run. I'll pick back up in a bit. I got the chicken on. There's one there, and the second one's on the second rack. So close this up. I did add some hickory wood and some apple wood. So we're gonna let that run, and it was up at 250, so it'll get back up there. So I'm going to cook at about 250 and see what this turns out, or we'll see how this turns out. I do have the olive vents on the bottom fully open. I'm going to shut those down to probably about halfway once it gets back up to temp. So that's what we got. Alright, you guys, it's actually been about 3 hours, and you can see that we're holding right at 250, and it's actually it got up to actually almost to about 275. I messed with the dampers and got it down to 250, and it's been holding there pretty much entire cook. I did come in here halfway through, and I took the pan that was on the bottom and put it on top, and the top pan on the bottom, just to try to make sure that I got an even cook. So this is actually what they're looking like now. I'm going to temp these, and I'm reckoning they should be pretty much done. So we'll take a look here. We're reading at 166 in the breast. 186, 184 in the leg. So clear juice running through, running out. I think these things are pretty much done. This wing here got a little darker than I was hoping, or that I wanted to. I probably should have put some foil over it to prevent it from getting dark, but that's what we look like. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna pull these off. I'm gonna temp that bottom one, and we'll cut into one in just a bit. Alright, so I took them off the smoker, temped them, and they're right where they need to be. This is what they look like. They look delish. So I think I'm only gonna cut into one of them, probably this one. Again, 2 different rubs. This rub, I know what it tastes like. So I think I'm going to cut into this one here. So let me get one of these cut open and we'll take a look at the inside. Let's look at the bottom real quick. It's the back side, or the bottom side. So, put this aside and we'll cut into this one, and I'll pick back up after I get this cut up. Alright, I got one of them dismantled. Got a whole leg quarter here. Got the wing taken off. Put that aside. And then have the breast meat here, which is actually really, really moist. I'm gonna cut this breast meat, separate it here, just so that we can get some slices out of it. Alright, got it off. And this is actually what I want to test, that white meat. Let's see if you can make this out, man. This sucker is extremely moist. I don't know if you can see that. You can tell. Yeah, you can see right here. All the way through. So I'm just gonna cut right into it. Let's just cut a few slices. So what we have here. See the juices coming out of that? I don't know. Can you see the juices coming out of that? This sucker. Should get the lighting. This sucker, yeah, you can see it dripping down here. Look at that. Extremely moist. Now the good part. Actually, I'm taking the skin off. Not rubbery at all. I think putting that butter on top definitely helps that skin not be so rubbery. Let's give it a shot. Wow. That injection definitely helped. Again, this white meat, this breast meat, you can see that it's just right here. Just moist as all get out. Look at that. Yum. Look at that. Definitely going with injection next week. The rub, it's not bad. I'd like something a little sweeter. which I think this one over here is actually going to be. So this whole, look how pretty this is. Look at that. Yum. Dripping. So you know it's moist. Man, look at that. Delish. I'm not even going to cut into that right now. So that's it. I'm going to cut this other one open as well and chop it up. I'm not going to film that because you just saw. So that's it. I think this was a huge success, and it took about 3 hours at 250 to get it done. So I'm pretty happy with it. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for sticking around.